Hey Libra, how are you? Last but definitely not least, I am here to do your February 2026 reading. And so, yeah, thank you for clicking on the video and visiting the channel. If any parts of the message resonates, please feel free to like, comment, as well as subscribe. We'll never profess to be the best card reader on any social media platform. However, I do know how to read cards and I am usually on point. So please don't ask me about divine feminines, divine masculines, portal, spell work, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. I do read my cards literally as well as the energy, so the story does always reveal itself. Please remember that energy is not gender specific. It can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known, or someone you know. Or someone you will know. I just threw myself off. I am brutally blunt and politically incorrect, and so at any point in time this message offends you or hurts your feelings, I'm so sorry in advance because that's not my intentions. And please, you should probably find yourself another tarot card reader because I don't think it's going to get any better. So anyway, Libra, hey. So I don't own the rights to any of the music playing in the background. However, we are starting the reading off with Kanye West Gold Digger. So you could be dealing with the gold digger, Libra, or you could be the gold digger. Not necessarily a gold digger, but somebody who, you know, unless you are doing something for this person, they got no holler for you. Unless you are providing some type of benefit, you know, for this person, then they have no holler for you. I'm also getting that somebody is deciding that that's how they're living their life, like each and every person. So somebody is done with love, is what they're saying. Somebody love doesn't live here anymore. So the only people that this person is going to deal with, you or somebody else, is, you know, somebody who can help them. If you can't help them, then they just can't do it. And somebody is going to be unashamed about, you know, expressing that to people and letting them know, like, hey, unless you are doing something for me, unless I'm getting something out of this, you and I, you know, we really don't have, you know, I really can't do much with you. Okay, Libra. Somebody done hurt Libra's feelings. Somebody done took Libra through it as well. Libra is going through it. Yeah. Somebody is like at rock bottom. Like, I've never been down this bad before. So somebody has nothing. Somebody is basically starting from somebody or something, some situation, some person, something, some circumstance has stripped somebody bare. Somebody literally has to begin again. Somebody has to begin again. Somebody has to begin again. So this, I can't even, I mean, it's so many things that fall under that, Libra, that, you know, what I see by begin again. Somebody, so all the things, all of the, you know, the things that somebody has amassed throughout their life, resources, so this could be stocks, bonds, savings accounts, you know, money, property, land as well. All of the things that somebody has amassed has been taken from them, has been stolen. Somebody could have stolen something. I'm seeing where somebody could have forged somebody's signature, or somebody forged somebody's signature and became their power of attorney, or somebody somebody got somebody locked away, or got somebody, you know, committed to a hospital, an insane asylum, so that way they would be able to get this person out of the way so they could, you know, sign over all of their things to them. Oh shit, Libra. Somebody forged somebody's signature. This could be a divorce. This could be a breakup, but it's like a divorce-like breakup, meaning this person knew all of, you know, someone's financial information, or they, you know, they had shared resources, or they, you know, acquired things together. Somebody took it all. Somebody took it all. Somebody, I mean, when I say somebody stripped somebody down to the curtains on the windows. Somebody took everything. Somebody came home and they had nothing in their house. That's last night we got playing with P. Diddy, Keisha was her name. Keisha, I can't even think of her name. But you all know what I'm saying. Last night, yeah, somebody called. They couldn't get an answer. Somebody got somebody up out the way, and somebody took all of their things. All of their things. Somebody has nothing. So this is also like poetic justice, because it could have been that while somebody was, out there, they were getting all these things. They got these things in an underhanded way. Or they were doggish to people, when they were on top and when they had all these things, or they were selfish, or, they weren't necessarily the best person. And so now somebody has been literally brought down to their knees. So this is a classic case of what goes up must come down. And how them tables, baby, them tables always turn. So justice, okay, that's all you Libra. Somebody is getting a nice cold heaping serving of vengeance. Number one, you pissed somebody off, or you did somebody wrong, or you underestimated somebody, Libra. But somebody, yeah, yeah, somebody, they did that. They did that. Yeah, so somebody is getting a nice big slice of humble pie. Somebody is getting a nice healthy serving of vengeance, and it's served ice cold. Somebody basically is reaping what they sow for the month of February. So this is, and the crazy thing about this, Libra, is, so say this person was, when they were sitting on top, this person was a bit of a tyrant, or this person was just like, it was my way or the highway. This is somebody, if this is somebody who was in politics, this could have been somebody who was, corrupt. They didn't care how they got it. They didn't care what they had to do, to accomplish something. That's what they did. Somebody didn't mind putting a squeeze, I'm hearing, on people or things, like somebody was by any means necessary. Somebody was worried about making sure that they had. Somebody made a lot of enemies out here. Somebody made a lot of enemies out here. And when this person was out here making all these enemies, they didn't care that they were making a lot of enemies, because they could never see where they wouldn't be on top. Something happened around Christmas time too. Yeah, somebody made a lot of enemies, and they didn't care, because they didn't see where these enemies, whatever. So this is kind of like, a organization or a country or a government that just thinks that they are just so rock hard, so rock tight, like nobody could ever come up. This could, nobody could ever come up against them and everything. Nobody would ever dare come up against them, because they had all the right connections. They had all the right everything. They had the whole system stacked in their favor. So really, how could somebody come up against them? And this is a situation in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody is, yeah, they're reaping all that. Somebody's power is only as good as the people that they are aligned with. So if the people that they are aligned with are also under fire, then basically they have no power. Or if the people that they are aligned with, decide that they no longer want to align themselves with this person, then they have no power. So basically their situation was always based or predicated on whether or not somebody else had their back. and they always thought that somebody else would have their back because perhaps they always thought that they would be of service to someone or of something. They believed themselves to be indispensable. That's what it was. They believed themselves to be indispensable. Yeah. Welcome to the good life. 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style now. And if they hate, then let them hate them. Watch the money pile now. That was somebody's attitude. Like, they ain't care. Like 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style now. And if they hate, then let them hate. But watch the money pile. We got friend zone for my Libras. What else do we have for my Libras? Oh, we're going to take that one. But influencer status came up. Somebody was the man or the woman once upon a time. Somebody was running things. Somebody was the boss. Somebody was always trying to make a dollar, make ends meet. Somebody was working in partnership with somebody. Somebody worked in an office setting. Somebody did a lot online. Also, somebody could have been sleeping with somebody on their job too. As well. Alright. We have gaslit. And then what else do we have for Libras for the month of February? Also, somebody used to beat their woman. Somebody beat their woman. Or you used to get beat, and I'm speaking specifically to female Libras. Or if you are a Libra male, you could have had a problem keeping your hands to yourself. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to see if I see anything else, Libra. Wake up call. I know one thing, somebody used to get beat or hit on a lot, or there was some type of violence in a relationship. And then somebody, so this is a situation where somebody would like hit somebody and then try to, Jedi mind trick them, like, you make me do that, and it's because you do such and such and such and such that I do that. You know what I mean? If you weren't doing that, well, then I wouldn't react like that, because that's not who I am. I'm just not that type of person. I don't do things like that. It's because so somebody is very good at always placing the blame on somebody else. With this gaslit card, somebody had somebody out here thinking that they were crazy about something as well, that what was happening wasn't happening. Also, this could be a situation where somebody does deal with someone who uses their hands instead of their words and stuff, but yet and still they still play games with this person. So this could be a situation where somebody, really doesn't want to be in a situation, and doesn't want to be with somebody, yet they're with that person because perhaps they get something out of them, or somebody does something for them and everything. So it's like, somebody basically deals with, this person because they provide some type of money or some type of financial whatever, yet they don't really want to be with that person, and they're not really in love with this person. They don't even really like this person and everything, but then they think that they're going to be slick and then have somebody on the side, you know what I mean? So first of all, somebody thought that they would just be able to compartmentalize, having different people in their lives and stuff, and perhaps the person who is physical and the person who coughs up the money, they're just not on it, you know what I mean? And that's the reason why there's so much violence, because somebody is always catching the other person cheating on them. So this man is just in love with this woman. He just thinks there's nothing like this woman in the whole wide world. So if you are a Libra man, this could be you. And you are just in love with this woman. Like, you just, oh my goodness, you don't think there's anything like her in the world. Like, you don't want to live without her. You refuse to let her live without you. Like, that's just what it is. Like, we gonna be together. Somebody has no problem, you know what I'm saying, coughing up the dough for this person. Somebody loves this person, and this woman cannot stand this man. Like, just his touch makes her want to fucking vomit. I am sorry, that is so passionate, but I am like, I don't know who I'm feeling right now, but somebody is like, ugh. When this man comes around, they are like, ugh, oh my God, like, ugh, I just want to throw up in my mouth, like, ugh. He's gonna want to have sex, and oh my goodness, somebody is just repulsed by somebody. They don't want to have sex with this person. They don't even want to have to see this person, and they perhaps have children together. Or, you know, like I said, somebody could have like share property, share whatever with somebody. So they got to see this person. So it's just like, you know, ugh, but they don't really want to fool with them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And perhaps this, you know, this man, he knows that. And this man knows that. He knows what it is. He knows this woman can't stand him. First of all, somebody is not sexually pleased. That's number one. Somebody's not sexually pleased. So this is also younger woman, older man vibes too. This is also a situation where it's like, if anybody has seen that new movie Housemaid with Amanda Seyfried, and I forget, and what's the other girl's name in there, but it's a good movie. Now, that's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. That's a good movie about this man who basically looks like Prince Charming, like he is a dreamboat, and he is batshit crazy. Like, he is crazy, like crazy. I'm getting a situation, but you know, he's wealthy. You'll live a very, you'll live a nice lifestyle. You know, you'll live that lifestyle. You'll be a woman of society dealing with this person. You know, but this person was crazy. You'll get locked in the attic if you don't get your hair done on time. Like, crazy. So, you know, it could be a situation like this, Libra. Okay, we've spent so much time on this. Let me get started, because I got things to do, and I cannot be up here with you all the time. But somebody is like, yeah. Also, somebody realizes this. If they've just been getting used for their money, somebody is starting to realize this. Like, the reason why, you know, me and this broad keep fighting is because ultimately she don't want to be with me. Somebody that's just now starting to sink into somebody for the month of February. It's just now starting to click. Like, this person does not want to be with me. This person does. This could also be a situation where somebody kept trying to force themselves on somebody. Somebody kept trying to force their love, force their whatever on somebody. It was also a situation where perhaps this person tried to tell somebody a while ago, like, listen, I just want to be friends. I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, you know, I don't want to be, whatever the reason. Somebody could have, you know, God forbid, but I am getting somebody wanted to be friends because somebody met somebody else, and somebody had been dealing with somebody else. Perhaps this person knew this gentleman, you Libra, or somebody else knew that this person was, you know, or you were dealing with somebody else, but they chose not to, you know. A man's ego was a very powerful thing, baby. A man's ego has killed many a woman out here. Hell, a man's ego has killed many a man out here. Like, you know, a man finds out that, you know, you're interested, or his broad is interested in another woman. Well, that just changes the ball game right there. What are you talking about? Even if he didn't want you 2 seconds ago, now you are all he will be able to think about. Okay? It is you and nobody else but you. Are you insane? he would rather die than to let somebody else have you, because at that point now you become important. Once a man knows that another man is in the picture, at that point you become all important to that man. To the point where men have become obsessed about this, and I'm hearing for this man, he could have been obsessed about it. Like somebody was just on it. Somebody refused to let somebody go. Somebody did not want to be with somebody else. Also, somebody was pregnant too. And somebody was trying to keep this a secret, and somebody was really trying to break up with someone before they found out that they were pregnant, because somebody knew that once this person found out that they were going to go mad. Somebody could also be from the Caribbean. Somebody was getting ready to go insane, baby. Because somebody has invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of resources, a lot of emotions into somebody. Somebody was planning, yeah, this is, I mean, look how in love this man is with this woman. Like, I love you, baby. I'll never let you go. Oh, my goodness. Can you see this? He is just so happy. This woman is like, ugh, I wish this nigga would just go away. Like, go away. Like, shoo. And he's like, nope, you are, I am happy. I am at home. We are going to make this work. Like, bitch, if you ain't in love, you better get in love. Oh, my goodness, my mouth. I'm so sorry. Whole different vibe from when I'm at work than when I'm doing readings, but that is just what it is. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like this, yeah, and somebody was pregnant. Look, she is worried, like, how am I supposed to tell this man that I'm pregnant by somebody else? Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, this man is not trying to break up. He, like, no matter, somebody was putting the man through it. Like, somebody was purposely trying to break up with somebody. Somebody was doing things to cause problems, to cause fights. Somebody was doing things like, maybe if I do this, by, you know, this person will finally get tired and finally leave me alone, because somebody knows that they will have no peace until this person no longer wants to be with them. Period. So anybody that they have in their life, somebody has, man, listen, somebody has problems. Somebody got problems on their hands, baby. Yes, they do. What? New boyfriend? Have you lost your have you lost your mind? So yeah, baby. Yeah. Also, the person who was a dog and who was stripping everything, now those tables too will turn. Somebody, for some, knows that this other person knows that their person is pregnant, perhaps by somebody else, or that there was somebody else in the picture, and could have even have offered as a test to see whose loyalty, like, okay, did you just mess around and get pregnant by accident? But here is where you really want to be, and we can, you know, kind of work it out. Or are you pregnant on purpose, and you know what I'm saying, you really trying to rock with the other person? So somebody could have said, you know, like, hey, we'll just have a baby and we'll just raise the baby as our own. You know what I'm saying? I'll raise the baby as if it's mine. And this person basically was like, no, they didn't want to do that. Meaning they don't want to be tied to this person or in a relationship with this person. This person wants to be someplace else with the person whom got them pregnant. Also, somebody is not sure whether or not a child is this person's. Okay, so this person is like going through their timeline all in their mind, like, well, I was with this person on this day, and then I was with this person on this day, you know what I mean? And then when me and this person wasn't together, because somebody would be out here picking fights, so that way they could break up or get some time apart from their person, from this person, so they could be with who they wanted to be with. Somebody ended up getting pregnant. Somebody does not know what to do. Somebody is scared. Also, somebody does not know who the father is to that dear baby. Okay? Also, yeah. This could currently be happening right now. Also, it's going to hit somebody in a minute that a child is not theirs. Also, it's going to hit somebody that somebody does not want to be with them. Also, it's getting ready to hit somebody like, yeah. People, also, this is a situation where perhaps Libra, perhaps Libra, you know, you are like in a tight bind and everything, and perhaps at one point in time, you know, you were the man, or you were the person that everybody would go to when they needed something, and you were always there for them, and you were always there, you know, if somebody called on you, or if somebody needed you to, you know, X, Y, and Z, and you was there, you know what I'm saying? And so now that you're going through your time of need or whatever, now, you know, you calling upon certain friends, especially people who were supposed to have your back to keep some shit from even happening to you in the first place. So now you calling on them, and people are spinning you, you know, people are suddenly not available. You always getting somebody's voicemail now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is, you know, will take a message and let this person know that you called them, but this person never calls you back. Basically, you're realizing that, you know, and I think this came up in Gemini, that you're quarantined. Like, somebody is being quarantined. Somebody is being, you know, sequestered off, so that way they can't really, you know, pose a threat or pose harm to a career, an organization, a structure, a plan, whatever it may be, a relationship. Somebody has been, excuse me, outcast. Somebody has suddenly found themselves outside that ring of protection that only so few black people actually, or I don't even know where black people came from. We're only so few, I'll say we're so few black politicians, but politicians or celebrities or people of influence ever get the chance to experience, and somebody, whilst they were in there, they never thought where they would no longer be there. Okay, somebody, I can't say this enough, somebody believed that they were indispensable, Libra. All right, that somebody would always be needed, something would always be needed, that only they could do it, nobody else could do it like them, nobody else knew how to do it like them, or they had shit so, excuse me, so wrapped up where, you know, yeah. Alright, well, what wanted to come out was the Chariot in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So there's a Cancer out here causing problems. Alright, somebody met like a ill-ass Cancer, or somebody, or a Cancer had promised that they would be able to provide some type of security, some type of, I don't know, some type of benefit to you, some type of something to you, and basically it didn't come through. Or this could be a situation where you could be dealing with the Cancer, Libra, and this is how this person feels about you, like they just believe you to be the cat's meow. Or you could feel this way about somebody else, and you could feel this way about this man, about this, you know, or about this woman, however it goes down. But, you know, perhaps you are dealing with the Cancer, and this person is just not it for you. You know, or you're just not it for this person, or something just cannot go forward because, or you don't want to go forward with something because it's not going to bring about, you know, what it is that you're truly trying to find or fulfill. And, you know, this could just be that situation where you're dealing with somebody, probably a Cancer, you know, you just want to keep it as a friend type of thing, but for whatever the reason, you know, they want something more. Also, somebody really could be violent with someone. Somebody could be of a lighter complexion, but somebody could be, you know, I'm getting mixed race as well. Somebody could have ginger hair out here, and it could be a situation where this could be somebody's child, where they got in trouble, you know, hitting their girlfriend or whatever, and you may need the help of the other parent, or you may need the help of, I don't know. Somebody could have gotten into a car accident too, and that person just isn't there. You know what I mean? You know, the things or the role that this person, you know, said that they would play in, you know, in this dynamic or in a life or in a relationship or whatever, this person just isn't doing it. But also, somebody is dealing with, I'm saying somebody is dealing with a Cancer, and this person is just not it for them. Or they found out that this Cancer is ill as shit, and basically now somebody basically suckered somebody in. Somebody made somebody believe, like, you know, like, I'm hearing Rick Ross, fuck with me, you know I got it type of situation. Like, if you do this for me, or if you are in a relationship with me, or if you provide some type of benefit for me, or if you do X, Y, and Z, everything is going to be gravy. Everything is going to be great. You won't have to worry about a thing. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Don't worry about it. Like, I love you, girl. Like, I love you, girl. I'll never let anything happen to you. What are you talking about? You know, and somebody is just like, okay, daddy. All right. You know, this could be where, you know, somebody met someone on the heels of breaking up with, you know, someone who was abusive, or basically this could also be a situation where, say, like, this woman was in an abusive relationship and she just really needed to get out, and the only person who, you know, or the only way that, you know, she could get out of that situation was basically to pretend like she wanted to be in a relationship with somebody else. And, you know, whoever this somebody else is, she really doesn't love, or she really doesn't care for like that, or she's not in love with. This is somebody that she views as a friend, but she knows perhaps that this person is in love with her. So they'll do whatever she wants them to do, because, you know, they always have hope that she's going to come back to them, or she's going to do whatever. So basically she plays upon that, and she plays upon that. And so she basically, you know, spins this man and gets him to, you know, take her about a situation, perhaps put her in an apartment. You know, she doesn't have a car, you know, perhaps this person, you know, got a car for her, or put her in a car, or, you know, this person was just basically there for her because this person, like, really truly loved her. And somebody could be finding out that they were just getting played, or they were just getting used. Somebody is starting to see behind somebody's lies, behind somebody's excuses. Somebody always has an excuse, you know, as to why they can't come over somebody's house and give them some sex and everything. Like, oh, my head hurts. Somebody always has a migraine. Somebody could be lying and saying they have some type of, you know, neural whatever, like, you know, something is wrong with this person, but somebody is just not in love, or, you know, yeah, no. All right, what is this gaslit for my Libras? What is this gaslit for my Libras here? You could be working with somebody too. This could also be a situation where somebody doesn't have somebody's money. Somebody is always, this could be something could be happening in a garden or in a yard or whatever, but why somebody never has somebody's money. Also, this could also be a situation where somebody got with a cancer, or got with a cancer, most definitely. And this person made them believe, like I said, like, I got you, I would never hurt you. Somebody pretends to be like gentle as a lamb, loving and whatever, and somebody is a whole fucking monster out here. Somebody is a beast. Somebody beats or will hit a woman in a heartbeat, but they pretend or portray themselves like they would never do so. Somebody married somebody. Somebody fooled somebody into marrying them. Yeah, also somebody could be a pimp out here. I don't know why I keep saying that with this Emperor card. But this could be, somebody could also be running a business from their home. This could also be a situation too where somebody is always coming up pregnant, and this person is always convincing this person to go to the doctor and terminate the pregnancy. Also, somebody could be threatening somebody like, bitch, if you don't get rid of this baby, I'll kill you. Or some craziness could be going on, Libra. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But that's a whole, this is definitely a relationship too. Also, yeah, somebody could have married somebody. And yeah, they got suckered. What is this wake up call? At the bottom of the deck, we have I forgot to say, we have retirement goals, Libra. Alright, so somebody could also be trying to put some plays down so they can gather up some money so they can get out the game, get out the business, quit the job, get out the relationship. Somebody just wants to sit pretty out here. Alright, somebody just wants to get what they can get, go move somewhere, drop off the face of the earth, and just live the rest of their life like laid back drinking Mai Tais. Alright. Yeah. Somebody is just like very busy right now trying to get things in order so they can dip. Somebody could also be possibly going on a trip too, a vacation. And so somebody could be trying to, you know, get some type of resources together so they can go on their trip. All right, what is this wake up call for Libras? And then I gotta go. Oh my goodness. I really gotta hurry up, Libra. You got a very good read, but I got things I gotta do. Alright, Knight of Cups and Eight of Cups. Also, somebody basically lives with somebody or stays in somebody's home. Somebody stays with their pimp or stays with their husband. Yeah, somebody was, okay. Alright, two scenarios. Somebody could be proposing marriage. Alright, so somebody could be offering somebody or giving somebody some type of jewelry. Alright. Somebody could be asked to move into somebody's home to live with them. Alright. Also, yeah, somebody is... somebody could be, so this is giving me, Libra, we're going back to the whole situation. So this is all about unrequited love for the month of February. For Valentine's Day, somebody could be getting proposed to. Now, the problem with this is the person that's doing the proposing to, you don't want to marry this person. You're not in love with this person. You don't look at this person like that. So it's like, okay, now what do you do if this person, because this person probably could be hinting around to the fact that this is what is going to happen. This is what they are going to do. And you could be worried about what is it that I'm going to say, or how can I tell this person no. For some, you don't want to say, you don't want to provoke this person because you know this person has a tendency to hit. This is giving me unrequited love for the month of February, that somebody is basically doesn't want to provoke somebody because they know that this person has a tendency to whoop off in their behind and their ass if they don't get the answer that they want. Somebody definitely wants to get married to somebody. Somebody is going to use marriage as a way of locking somebody down. Alright, also somebody basically wanted to keep somebody around because they needed them for a car or something like that, and they knew that if this person left them, well, then they would not have access to a car, or they wouldn't have a car. So in some instances, somebody forced somebody to stay with them because they knew that, you know, if they tried to leave this person would get violent, and this person would, you know, try to hurt them or whatever. Somebody would use violence as an intimidation to basically get somebody to do what they needed them to do. And so somebody is just like worried now, like, okay, what am I going to do? Could be the sole reason why somebody is going to ask somebody to marry them, is because they want to keep them close, so that way they can have them around and help them with the bills, help them, you know, you do things, you know, accumulate things. All right. Also, somebody is going to propose to somebody because they don't want to lose somebody. They don't want to. All right, so yeah. And they know that this person, but the thought of marrying this person, yeah, no. Yeah. Somebody has a cat. Somebody could have a orange cat, a ginger cat. All right, what is the current energy for this for my Libras for the month of February? So you could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Aries. This could also be where you are trying to get into, or where you are in a relationship with an Aries currently, and you're basically trying to spin this other person like, you know, you're still into them. So this is, again, where somebody is playing, you know, not both sides against the middle, but somebody basically has more than one person that they are dealing with. However, they are trying to, you know, keep it compartmentalized. You know what I mean, Libra? You are trying to do this, or somebody else is trying to do this to you. You know what I mean? Like, Somebody is trying to keep somebody in the friend zone, but somebody knows that whoever that they are trying to keep in the friend zone is only doing these things because they are in love with them. So they know if they were just to come out and be like, listen, all you and I will ever be is friends. Like, I don't look at you like that. I don't want you like that. It's not going to happen like that. They know if they were to tell this person that this person would never do anything for them again. This person would basically move on to someone or something else. But they won't tell this person that. They won't be honest with this person like that because they, you know, need to keep getting something from this person. Somebody is telling somebody that they would marry them. That's how somebody kept them hanging on. Like, I would marry you, but, you know, I would marry you if, or I would marry you, but, you know what I mean? And so this person, all these ifs and these buts that, you know, whomever this girl is kept throwing out, or who, you know, whatever, or this man, you know what I mean, put the energies where they fit. This person said, okay, well, if you're saying you would have married me if I have $50,000 in the bank, just in case, you know, something happens, cool, I got $50,000 in the bank, so now what? So you're saying if, you know what I mean, you would marry me if, you know what I mean, I have X, Y, and Z. Well, now I have X, Y, and Z, so what's up? And so now that this person has put all, you know, everything in play, now somebody is just like, they don't know what to do because they still don't want to be with this person, period. They just don't want to be with them. All right, what is this? Friend zone, Chariot in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody also could have had to give somebody this harsh news in the past. Like, listen, you know, I love you and all, but this is just not what it's going to be. Also, somebody was supposed to promise somebody some money. Somebody found out that that is all somebody was using them for was money, and that somebody would never marry them or would never look at them like that. Somebody just looked at them as a lick. Somebody has always looked at them as a lick. Somebody was a rat, period. All right, what is this gaslit that just flew out? We have Judgment card and we have Ace of Wands. Somebody made a decision to let somebody know that. Somebody made a decision to let somebody know that, like, listen, I care for you, or however it goes down, but this just is not what I want, what I expect. Okay, somebody wants somebody to beg and crawl and come to them and always, you know, beg for them, or beg, you know, how am I trying to say? Somebody always wants somebody to need them, or to come to them and ask them for something, or to beg them, or to need them for something. Like, that's how somebody feels manly, or somebody feels like, you know, like, I don't know, somebody gets off on that, and somebody is just tired of doing that. You know what I mean? Somebody basically is tired of having to beg somebody for every little penny that they get. Also, if somebody is their pimp, somebody could be letting somebody know that they make the decision that they just don't want to work with this person anymore, or that they're going someplace else. Like, I'm hearing, your bitch chose me. So somebody could be taking somebody's hoe, literally. For the month of February, somebody could be deciding, Libra, you or somebody else could be deciding to team up with somebody else, go someplace else, start working for somebody else's company. Somebody, like I said, is, yeah. I don't know. Not your bitch chose me. What the? Calvin. Somebody's name could be Calvin. Who was that? You without me. Now, who was that? Yeah. Something happened like in the 90s, perhaps. I don't know. Somebody could have gotten married in the 90s. Somebody could have gotten, that's when somebody met somebody. Somebody got hooked up with somebody. I don't know. Somebody was born in the 90s. Who knows? All right. And what came out for, what is it? The wake-up call, 3 of Pentacles. All right. Somebody also was telling somebody and reading somebody the riot act too. Somebody, so this is also a situation, Libra, where you could be breaking up with somebody. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we had Knight of Swords, where you could be breaking up with somebody, or somebody is breaking up with you, and they are letting you know exactly how the fuck they feel about you, or you're letting somebody know exactly how you feel about them. I mean, oh yeah, somebody, so this could be a situation where somebody has been dealing with somebody and they have despised this person or however it goes down for many years. And so somebody finally gets the opportunity to let somebody know exactly how they feel about them. Like, you never made me come. Your penis is small. I've always hated your mom. You like, somebody is like really letting somebody know how much they don't like I hate you. Like it like you make me sick. Just you touching me makes me want to throw up. Like somebody is hurting somebody's feelings. Okay? Somebody's gonna get their face cracked for the month of February. I mean, somebody is getting ready to somebody's gonna have to pick their jaw up. Like, manhood gone. Can we say emasculated? You could be dealing with a Gemini. A Gemini said that. A Gemini heard me read a Libra like that one time, and he was like, can we say emasculated? I mean, somebody is getting ready to let somebody have it. Somebody is getting ready to let somebody know, like, listen, okay, you don't run nothing. You don't mean nothing. What you say don't carry no weight. Like, my G. You need to go have a seat, you know what I'm saying? Mind the business that pays, because what you say, what you feel, what you know, what you do, it means absolutely nothing. Somebody basically, again, believed that they were indispensable. Somebody believed that, you know, basically the earth was not going to rotate unless they deemed it to be so. And somebody is getting ready to be notified that they are but a speck in the universe. They mean absolutely nothing. Alright, so yeah, this is about money. For sure, it was about love, but currently, you know what I'm saying, it's all about money. Somebody is realizing that somebody was only dealing with this person or only dealing with them because they were trying to get some money. And this person, so this is the type of person who would do degrading, you know what I'm saying, like, this is somebody who believed in degrading their people, you know what I'm saying, like, somebody who basically was mean because they could be, or would just do some like crazy stuff. So like if you ask this person for money or something like this person would like throw it on the floor, throw it on the ground, and you know, just so they can watch you get on your knees and pick it up tight, you know, literally or figuratively. This is this type of person. And for a while, you know, perhaps somebody had to, you know, put up with it, had to deal with it. Somebody lived with somebody too. Somebody could share a house with somebody, an apartment with somebody. Somebody put somebody up in a house, going back to somebody could have went to somebody for help. Somebody put somebody up in a house, and perhaps they treat this person's house as if it's their second house, whereas the person who was asking for help was just asking like, hey, I need help, you know, moving to get out of an abusive situation or out of a bad situation, or however it goes down. Somebody always was coming up, quote unquote, pregnant too. So somebody would always keep them someplace or help them, you know, do something like, yeah, I'll marry you. And whenever this person would start to doubt whether or not somebody really truly loved them, miraculously, this person would always come up pregnant, but whatever, something would always happen to the pregnancy. They never, ever bore fruit. Somebody is just realizing how somebody has played them over the years. Somebody had game, baby. Somebody had somebody going for decades, okay? Somebody was getting that for decades. Somebody was good in bed, or at least somebody knew how to please somebody, you know, please this person, or somebody knew how to play somebody just right. That was the whole thing. Somebody knew how to play somebody just right. And they worked it. They worked that. Alright, and they worked that. Alright, what is the future energy for this situation for my for my Libras out here, and then we're gonna close this out. So what is this friend zone? So I got to go. And they have to go now. Alright, we have Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Alright, so you could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, or this could be somebody who is of a fair complexion if this is not an earth sign, or it could still be an earth sign. This could be somebody who is of a fair complexion. This is also somebody who is very fiscally responsible. I was going to say money hungry, but this could be somebody also who was money hungry in the past. Somebody who was very money hungry. Like this whole situation was basically based on money. Perhaps in the past you believed it to be love. Somebody made it seem like they were in love with you, but you are realizing now in the month of February, Libra, that somebody was only dealing with you for money. Period. 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 That's it. That's it. You or somebody else. Somebody is realizing this about you. That somebody would dangle money in front of somebody with the promise of money. Somebody would basically deal with people whom they, saw as fiscally stable, or whom they saw or whom they knew was going to give them some money. With this rabbit right here, somebody was always saying that they were pregnant. Somebody was always pregnant, and this could also be so somebody could also get some money up out of somebody. So say this was a pimp situation, right? So somebody could always, this person could always say that they were pregnant, knowing that this person would give them money to take care of it, so they would stack this money. Somebody could have stacked enough money and told somebody to kiss their whole ass like I'm out, but somebody is actually pregnant perhaps. Somebody also made a decision to lie and say that they were pregnant so that somebody would marry them. Also, somebody also decided to lie. So somebody could have stayed in a relationship or faked the relationship with somebody so that they could pin paternity of a child on somebody else. So again, this is kind of like, I forget which sign had this, but somebody so when this man started dealing with this woman was already pregnant. She was already pregnant. But perhaps this man, or if she wasn't already pregnant, she got pregnant around the same time as she did when she first started having sex with, you, or this could be, somebody else. So the timelines kind of like overlapped or were very close together. So actually the baby could have been either or, and perhaps she decided, or she made a decision to say that baby belonged to you, Libra, or Libra, if this is you, you made a decision to say this about somebody else because perhaps, one person was more, financially sound over the other person, or somebody else was more stable than the other person. Somebody else would have made a better father than the other person. Or you knew that this person would always, take care of you or give you money, if you had a pick-me by them. If somebody could be from the Caribbean, I don't even know why I just said pick-me, but if you had a pick-me by them, or if you had a kid with them. All right, strawberries could be significant as well. That could be somebody's favorite fruit. Somebody also keeps having babies to keep somebody stuck. So somebody could have like 4 kids with somebody too. Like that's all somebody does is like keep having babies, 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 trying to keep somebody tied to them or trying to keep somebody stuck to them so that, they figured, yeah, somebody is a baby machine out here. When I said that, we have Page of Wands, Sun card in reverse, and we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So somebody is no longer going to stay in a situation just because somebody is like, yeah, somebody's ready to go. Also, Also, if this is a situation where you guys do have children together, and I did say somebody was breaking up, somebody has made a decision not to work, so that way you can't put them on child support. That's awful. That's fucking bad. I have a Libra baby daddy, and Lord knows they do that. That's what they do. They do that. Somebody made a decision not to work, or somebody made a decision to work like under the table or something like that just so they wouldn't pay for child support. Somebody was lying. Also, somebody knew that they had kids with some. So this could also be a situation, Libra, where you or somebody else was dealing with somebody and you had kids with this person. And this person did not want you to know that basically they had went and had kids with somebody else. So this person, that's one of the reasons why they would never get like a real job, or why they always worked under the table, or why they never let you know where they were working or what they were doing, is because they didn't want you to know this. Scantless. But whatever somebody was doing, somebody definitely is karma. baby, for February. All right, what is it? Unrequited love, karma. And the pimp is losing his woman or his worker. That's crazy. Ow. Alright, I don't know, because these act like they don't want to come out. So, Libra, I don't know what your overall energy is, because you're not seeing too much. What is the overall energy for Libra for the month of February to close us out, God? Please tell me, so we can let these Libras know. Alright, we have clickbait in reverse. So somebody is just unbothered. Somebody has made a decision to walk away. Somebody has left a situation. Somebody is done. Like, you can no longer get underneath somebody's skin. Somebody can no longer use whatever that carrot was to get you engaged or to provoke you or to get you to do something. So if somebody, you know, once upon a time knew that you were in love with them, and so all they had to do was pretend like they loved you, like call you and tell you how, oh my gosh, I just can't live if, you know, we're not together, or what about the kids, or what about the this, or what about the that. That person doesn't care anymore. You can call this person 1,000 times. I'm hearing LMA 1,000 times. It's over. Somebody is done, baby. Whatever this is, somebody is done. Somebody is absolutely, positively done. So somebody has found out that you are only using them for whatever, or you were only dealing with them for whatever. Somebody, yeah, that you don't want to be in a situation. You don't want to be with this person. You just don't want to be there. Somebody basically is clicking in their minds now, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it is over. Like, this person really is not fucking with me. This person really does not want to be with me anymore. So it's just time for me to move on. Or somebody has really sat there and realized how somebody has just played them over the years. How somebody basically just had yeah, that basically that you just, somebody realizes how they've been played, how somebody has been playing them for like years, decades even, how somebody has been able to lead somebody by the nose to get them to do whatever it is that they wanted them to do, and how somebody was able to, you know, basically pimp money up out of somebody for such a long time. So I hope that helped, Libra. Until the next time, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. And until the next time, deuces.